Going on in and around Omaha, and there's one great place to keep track of it all, Metro Quarterly.
In mailboxes and shops around and online, you'll find a new issue of Metro Quarterly.
You will. The publisher, Andee Hoig, is here this morning.
Good morning. Hey, that's a hard act to follow, little tail there. My gosh.
I would love to see him on these pages someday. I think you would enjoy that too.
I think he would be awesome.
Speaking of these pages, this is the new issue that came out of Metro Quarterly.
What is the focus? There's always a thread in each issue. What is it this time around?
You know, this time, one of the things I wrote about my publisher's letter was enjoying the journey and enjoying the journey each day, which is a big thing. So, you know, on the pages, here we have our cover, which is all about the World Cup. And everybody has a journey. And I think a lot of times when we go through life, some things just happen so quickly that we kind of forget to stop and experience it. The letter that I wrote came from our big event. Came from our big event where that day of the big event, I was just rushing, and it's like, stop and breathe. This day is going to be over in a moment, and I will not experience it if I don't stop and just slow down a little bit.
That's on page 7.
Yeah, but the journey's not always happy. It's a tough road sometimes.
It is.
And I think learning to get through those it's half the battle.
Yeah,
and that's what there's examples in this throughout this issue.
Absolutely, and I really love what the question we asked you too this time, and I know you had to kind of dig deep, and I was reading them, and I really appreciate the honesty and just kind of looking at what it is. So the question was, what personal life challenges have strengthened you the most? So please elaborate.
Well,
I didn't even know this about Mike. I did not even know it about Mike until I was reading it this morning, and I was like, Mike, I've known you for years, and I did not know this. For mine, it was my upbringing, and I grew up fast. My mom was amazing. My dad was not, and it's sort of what I learned from him and how I wanted to be in this world based on how he behaved, how he treated others. I didn't want that for my journey, and so it's just sort of talking about that and what I learned from him. And the line that I liked the most in my piece was that one bad lemon shouldn't spoil the whole bunch. Shouldn't spoil you on humanity. Don't let that be. Appreciate the people who are good to you and who do love you, because they matter the most.
Absolutely.
And I talked about a time in my life right before I got married, right? I had transitioned out of television the first time I worked for a small company that was on the verge of bankruptcy. I didn't know it, and then my paycheck stopped coming. The stress, I had 2 houses at the time and really no job, no paycheck coming. I was getting married, a few months later. And the physical reaction that I had on my body, and I was in the emergency room at one point. So getting through all that stuff, we come across these points in our lives where, there are ups and downs, and you have to get through them.
Yeah, and I think they're significant experiences that really shape us and help us grow and become stronger. Because when you look back at that point, I'm sure it's like, at the time, I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but you did. So it's just awesome.
And not that we're special, we know, all of you watching, you have something similar that you could say about those trying experiences, what you learned from it, how you rose through it, and how you're better because of it, all of it. So that's
we were honest in this, so take a peek at this Metro Quarterly. What do you have coming up? So you got,
we've got
the Giving Guide book, right?
The Giving Guide is out, and we're delivering that around town as we speak. Over 100 nonprofits in it, so certainly pick it up at any one of the nonprofits.
Including the organizations behind events on your top 5.
Yes. So we've got some great events coming up over the next few weeks. So Marion Fest is February 10th. Raising funds for Marion High School. Wagagram is a fundraiser for the Midlands Humane Society where you send flowers, but proceeds go to the Midlands Humane Society. The 20th annual JDRF Promise Gala. On the 25th, we have Perfect Pour also on the 25th, and then the following day we have Art and Soup for Visiting Nurses Association. So there's a lot going on. These are just a few events, and we'll keep talking about more.
Art and Soup comes on every year. Are they scheduled
and
to come on?
It's one of Andee's favorites. I know we've talked
about
that before.
It's a good event.
It is a great event.
Mad 25. That wasn't just a 2016 thing. Though there is coverage of the
Look
entire
at this.
year.
Isn't that just awesome?
That is awesome. And what's even better, Andee, is that it wasn't a flash in the pan. You're continuing to do this stuff in 2017.
And these are essentially physical challenges for events throughout the year. So
right,
what's up
tying
next
back
for
to a
you?
charity. So we have 2 coming up in February. We have the Polar Plunge, which we kicked off last year. So we'll be doing that on the 11th for Special Olympics, and then on the 18th, Trek Up the Tower for Welcome. And I believe you can still register for both of these events. So come on out
You
and
can.
join us.
And I will see you at the Polar Plunge.
Will you really?
I will be there.
Okay.
We need to take a picture before
He's
that
doing
event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
And
my
then-
God. Have you done it before?
I've never done
Okay.
it, no. And then we also have a giveaway to an award. This is an award-winning event.
We do. This was the event that won best event at our annual event, the big event. So 2 tickets to Heartland Family Service. We had Donna on last time. We're just going to continue this for a couple more days. Deadline to enter February 3rd.
That's tomorrow,
Carnival. Yep,
friends.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, and it's a week from. It's on the 11th. Just FYI.
You need
Keyword
that
is
keyword.
carnival.
You need it when you register at spiritofomaha.com. Look for the Morning Blend button on the left side of the homepage, and that's where you'll sign up. But listen, the calendar of Andee's Top 5 and all of the other events that are happening in our area, her website is what I think one of the best resources, period, to keep in touch with our community and all the good stuff going on.
And the online version of MetroQUARTERLY is on your website,
It's
too.
on. Go to the homepage, and then it'll be around town as well. So, yeah, thank you. Well, nice plug, Mary.
Thank you, Andy.
You guys are awesome. You do an awesome job.
And I was just, thanks.
You're awesome.
You're awesome. But I was reading the beginning of Mary's story in here, and it talked about a viewer saying, "You always look happy all the time."
Yes, and
Yeah.
I say happiness is a choice.
It is a
And it's
choice.
contagious.
Choice.
So, you impact others with your beautiful happiness smile. It's a love fest.
Thanks,
it's
Andy.
Valentine's month.
Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. So it's one of those things in life that's certain. Taxes. The filing deadline this year, they usually say April 15th.